back to the channel. Welcome to a new video. So I know it's been quite some time since I made one of these sit down Q&A videos for you guys, answering some of the questions that you usually ask me on some of my videos. So recently I have had lots and lots of questions on my videos, so today I thought I should make a video for you guys answering some of these questions that you've asked me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So one of the questions is from Ruba Hossam. Hello, after finishing the Turkish language exam, the two other exams, medical knowledge and then specialty exam, are they in Turkish or English? So I've always mentioned this in almost all my videos. I always say that the language of command in Turkey is Turkish, so which means if you are to work in Turkey, especially let alone in the hospital, you have to speak Turkish. So even the exams and everything is all in Turkish, so there's no chance the exam is gonna be in English. So everything is in Turkish. So then Turkish is a must. The other question is also about the same language. Hey beautiful, the TOEFL exam in English by any chance? So actually TOEFL exam is the specialty exam, right? So as I said in the first question, this exam is not at any chance in English, so it's in Turkish. So yeah, it's Turkish when you come to Turkey, and yeah, you have to bear that in mind. Let's sit well. Okay, so let's see the other question. And you still didn't answer the question. Watch the whole 7:49 minutes video with your clickbait title. How much does a foreign resident get paid? Oh my god, guys, nobody will come here on YouTube and tell you the exact amount of their salary. No, from what I know. So you have to do the math, because from the video I made, I told you guys that we get about a quarter of what our Turkish colleagues get. So yeah, that's it. You have to do the math. I'm not gonna tell you the exact amount in dollars. Unfortunately, I wish I could, but I can say it. Okay, let's move on to the other question. Hello beautiful. So I wanted to ask, what university would you recommend for someone who wants to study medicine in Turkey? Okay, so for myself, I studied in Ankara University, so for sure I would recommend someone to study in Ankara University, because it's one of the best schools, universities in the country. Apart from that, of course, there are other universities that are also some of the best. There is Hacettepe University, there is Istanbul University, and there are so many other universities. And I will recommend that if you have the chance to choose, choosing a university that's in one of the three big cities of the country would add you to an advantage. Otherwise, you would study at any university of your choice, because there are so many private and government as well. So with that being said, let's go on to the other question. Hey Fanun, can you tell us about your TOEFL exam preparation material, exam cost, test sites, and more videos about that? Oh my goodness, so I once made a video, I remember, about how I prepared for the TOEFL exam. So I'm gonna leave the link in the description box. Make sure you check it out. I say that when I was preparing for the Turkish specialty exam, I did have the past questions. I had like the question bank, and apart from that, the thing that I believe helped me a lot are the USMLE videos. Step 2, I think, yeah, step 1 USMLE videos, because they do explain well in the videos. I had to understand pharmacology, physiology, biochemistry, physiology also. Yeah, so the videos are in English, so almost everything that's targeted when they're teaching the USMLE is just so close to the TOEFL exam. So I use the videos, and that really helped me a lot. And that's what I would say. And the exam cost, let me check out like the exam cost right now. I have to check out the exam cost recently, because I think the exam might be like 500, around 500 Turkish liras per sitting. I'm not sure. I'll have to confirm and now put it here. So it's two sitting. I think it was 500 Turkish liras each, but I have to cross check because I'm not so sure about that. But I'm gonna leave something here to let you know, guys, how much the exam is. There is TOEFL time. They do have exam online that they do offer like every month. I signed up with TOEFL time, so I was able to get like access to their exams every month. I could follow their calendar, then I could do the exam when the day of the exam comes. And this also really helped me a lot, because the exam questions that are there on these sample questions are so similar to the TOEFL questions as well. I hope I've answered that. Another question here. I was recently diagnosed with PCOS. Any advice in here? As usual, I wish I could offer some advice, some medical advice, but unfortunately I'm not so much an expert when it comes to the PCOS thing. So I would recommend that you go and see your gynecologist, because I'm sure he is the one who can help you way much better than the thing that I would be talking right here. The question was, studying medicine take you with this struggle? I would say, yeah, sometimes you need to struggle for something. You need to work very hard for something in order for you to understand how much that thing is worth. So I think, yeah, the struggle that I went through, I think it's worth it, because if had it been that I didn't accept this struggle, I didn't go through this struggle, then definitely I wouldn't finish my medical studies. I wouldn't be where I am today, because I'm okay, I'm happy with where I am right now. So yeah, I would say it's worth the struggle, with no doubt. Other question. Hello, nice video. I wanted to ask you about the standards of internal medicine in Turkey. Do you feel the teaching is good and you are learning well? Generally, do you recommend practicing medicine in Turkey? I would say, yeah, internal medicine in Turkey, like I believe we get the best education. Of course, some people would compare with in other countries or whatever, but I feel like the education that we do get, the practice, the experiences that we are exposed to is very of a high standard, because we do have a chance to see patients, many patients, as much as we can, and in so doing we are so much exposed to a lot of cases. So yeah, I would say the teaching is really good, and I would say especially the experience, because you see a lot of patients, because in my case, at the hospital where I'm doing my residence, is one of the busiest hospitals in the country. So this means we have lots and lots of referral cases. So we see the worst cases that one would possibly would see while doing internal medicine residency. So we have the chance to see these cases, and yeah, that's the experience, and I can comprehend. So like, generally, do you recommend someone practicing medicine? Yeah, for sure, I would recommend someone to practice their medicine in Turkey. If you have the chance to, why not? You're so much exposed, and in the end you appreciate your struggles, and everything, when everything is fine, that is. Let's move on. Hello, my question is about subspecialty training in Turkey for foreign doctors who had already done post-graduation in pediatrics regards. So I'm not so much familiar with the subspecialty thing, but all I know is that even foreigners can take the subspecialty exam. So if you've studied, you've done your postgrad in pediatrics somewhere, I believe you can do your subspecialty here, based on the fact that you have to take the equivalent, the diploma equivalent exam as well. As much as I know, this is just my opinion. Actually, I really don't have so much of an idea. I think you have to take the diploma equivalence exam, and then maybe that's when you can take the subspecialty exam, and then you can get enrolled in the program. I'm not so much familiar because there are not so many foreign doctors that I've seen, that I've come across in the subspecialty departments, that are still actively like working in the country, especially those that have done their postgrad training somewhere else. So I don't have so much experience about that. That's why I would say I don't have so much idea on it. Let's go to the other question, which I think is also the last question, which says, how could make yourself adapt, how could you make yourself adapt as a foreigner with Turkish people? I'm studying now for TOEFL examination. My fear about getting involved is what makes me anxious, not the exam in itself or when it advises. So how could you make yourself adapt as a foreigner with Turkish people? So I think somebody else asked me about this question before, but I'm gonna say this in short. Everything I know about medicine or practicing medicine, everything I know, I've ranked them here in Turkey, because this is the only country that I've practiced medicine, that I'm practicing medicine actually. And the adaptation, this has been a process, I think, since day one, since I came to the country. This is something that's been going on, the adaptation. So yeah, I think it's about it's been a process since day one. I would say since day one of me coming to this country, it's been a process of adapting to how much I adapt to the language, the food, the culture, and everything. It should be the same thing in medicine as well. Since my training years and everything, I'm still in the adaptation process. Of course, it's so different from the beginning, but yeah, I made myself, it's, I would say, time usual. My fear about getting involved is what makes me anxious, not like, let me say that you don't have to be so much anxious, because sometimes, just like I believe everywhere in the world, there are times you are going to meet people who are going to behave well to you, and there are times you are going to meet people who behave really bad to you. So it's just like, a two by thing. But most of the time, you're going to experience people who accept you, who just treat you the way you are. So there's not so much great deal that you have to be anxious that you're going to work in the Turkish hospital and stuff like that. This is the thing that I'm talking out of my point of view. So let's say when I'm working at the outpatient department in a week, if I say in a week, maybe if I say, let's say, I see on average maybe 300 patients, yeah, a week. And from the 300 patients, it could be only 2 or 3 patients that will behave in a rude way to me, who I can tell that they don't appreciate my services. But this is, when you say, it says very, very low percentage of the people that you see. So this is gonna happen everywhere in the world, whether you choose to go work in your home country or somewhere else or wheresoever. You're going to come across such people that will not accept your services, that will not accept the way you're doing your practice. That's some kind of being human. So you don't have to be anxious about this things, I think that the last thing you should be thinking about, just think about your exam, focus on your studying, and just believe that things are gonna be fine. Yeah, so we've come to the end of yet another video of Q&A. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends as well. If you have other questions, I'm here to answer them. I'm gonna make another video for you guys whenever I have time to answer some of your questions. And until next time, bye for now. Bye.